welcome to the kitchen, and today we're going to be making hard-boiled eggs. So the name hard-boiled eggs is a little bit of an incorrect name because actually you don't boil them, you just bring the water just to boiling and then you take it off the heat. If you actually let them boil, then you're going to get that problem where you have the bluish green color around the yolk on the inside, which you can still eat them if they look like that. It's just not as pleasant looking. Okay, so you're going to need, obviously, eggs and a large, shallow type dish for putting the eggs in and for heating on the stove. And you're also going to need some kind of other bowl that you can use for the ice bath, because after our eggs are done cooking, we're going to put them in an ice water bath to stop them from cooking right away so they don't get overcooked. Okay, and then also if you start with eggs that are a week or two old, they're actually going to be easier to peel the shell off later than if you were to start with eggs that are completely fresh. So these eggs I've had in the refrigerator for about 2 weeks. I'm only going to put in as many as I think I can eat in about a week, because you don't really want to have these sitting around for longer than a week. So make sure that however many you make, you can eat them in about 5 days to a week. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 8. So I've got these in my pan. Put the eggs in first and then the water, because if you drop them in to the water-filled pan and they hit the bottom, they might actually break. So I have my eggs in, and I'm gonna put water in until it covers the eggs. Okay, so I now have all my eggs in. I'm going to turn my stove burner on high, and I'm going to watch them carefully, because as soon as I see the water come to a boil, I'm going to take them off the heat. Also, you don't cover them at this point, you leave them uncovered. Okay, while I'm waiting for my water to boil, I'm going to start getting the ice bath ready. Okay, I'm not going to add the water yet, because if I do, the ice cubes will start to melt faster. So I'm just going to let them chill out in there first. And then once we actually need it, we'll add the cold water on top of them. Alright, we'll be back in a little bit once our water starts to boil. Not yet. Not quite. Okay, we're now getting close because there are large bubbles popping out from underneath some of the eggs, which I hope you can see. And the eggs are rattling just slightly. So we're almost there. Okay, as you can see, there's now bubbles coming up regularly. So even though it's not really a rolling boil yet, I'm going to say that's a boil, because last time I did wait until it was a full rolling boil and the eggs ended up overcooked with that greenish ring around the middle like I told you about before. So I'm going to take them off the heat. Turn off the stove. Okay, and then we're going to cover our eggs for 14 to 17 minutes. If you want your eggs to be a little less well done, wait for 14 minutes. If you want them to be more well done, wait for 17 minutes. Okay, we'll be back. Okay. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes, so I'm going to put my eggs into my ice bath now. First I'm going to add a little extra ice. And also off the camera I already filled this with water. So it's got cold water and ice. And now I'm just going to scoop out each egg and put it in the ice bath. And you might notice I'm wearing a glove even though I'm not actually touching any hot metal. And that is because you can still get a burn just from the steam. And you might notice I wasn't being especially careful, and that's because you actually do want to crack the shells a little bit on purpose as you're putting them into the ice bath. Because if you crack the shells and then let them sit for about an hour, it makes them easier to peel afterwards. So I'm going to crack each one a little bit. There they are. You can see they're just going to hang out in there for a while until they're completely cool. This ice bath is stopping them from cooking, so they're not going to get overcooked, we hope. And the water is now penetrating through these cracks, and later that's going to make it easier to get the shells off. So we'll be back to peel an egg and see how it turned out in a little bit. Here for almost an hour, so I'm going to try and peel one now. I'm going to peel it above the compost so that the shells will go right in there. Alright, I hope you enjoy your hard-boiled eggs. I like to put mine on a salad. I hope you had fun today in the kitchen, and hopefully you can join us again next week. Have a good week.